About 5 years ago, unexpectedly, I got a phone call from a literary agent in New York who I'd never met, we'd never spoken before. He asked me over the phone whether I'd be interested in writing my autobiography. And when I recovered from the shock, I said my immediate reaction was no. And he said, well, why not? And I said, because I wouldn't be interested in reading it. He said, well, what if I was to tell you that I had 5 major publishers in New York who would publish your memoirs if you would write them? And I said, well, that would definitely get my attention. So I went to New York, met with these 5 publishers, listened to their ideas of how I might go about this, and it was the publisher from HarperCollins that convinced me that I could do it. And he gave me some advice that opened the door as to the way to do it. He said, I don't want you to write a book where you say this happened, and then that happened. Write about how you felt about everything important that happened in your professional life. And the key word was feeling, emotion. And that's what got me into the book. As preparation for the book, I read 2 autobiographies that the Union of Film Critics previously gave this award to. One was Kirk Douglas's autobiography, which over here was called A Ragman's Son, and the other was the great autobiography by Elia Kazan called A Life, which is the most candid, revealing, and readable book about a film director that I've ever read. And especially Kazan's book, but both of them inspired me to try to be as candid as I possibly could with my book. I wrote it in longhand. I wrote it in many parts of the world. I wrote it in this room. I wrote it on trains, boats, planes, hotel rooms, scraps of paper, until I finally had the book in longhand. Then I had it typed, and I corrected it about 10 or 15 times, resulting in the book which you have so highly honored this evening. I'm very grateful to the Union of Film Critics for this tremendous honor, and especially to La Martiniere, the publisher, and to Florent Lulandia, who translated the book and who I'm sure has made it readable for you. So thank you very much for reading it and for giving it this high honor, because the thing that filmmakers and critics alike share, if there's only one thing, it would be our mutual love of cinema. Thank you very much.